Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful December 6th morning. Whoa, here in Tallahassee. It's a little cool, it's a little chilly. So I'm going to apologize in advance because this morning the two boys from down the street, two cute little white dogs, their mommy and daddy are going away for a week and I am dog sitting. So they just arrived today, this morning, and they're getting used to the house again. Hey, Deborah. How are you? Let me get you down here. I'm so happy to see you. And they will bark. So if you hear that, just know that they're getting adjusted to the house. Hey, Wendy. Okay, so I got Deborah and Wendy. So they're getting adjusted to the house, and they are at the front door because I don't want to close the door because they're going to bark whether I close the door or I leave it open and then they can see through the glass storm door. So whatever I do, they're going to bark. So I'm just letting you know in advance if you hear dogs barking. They're out in the living room, but that'll be part of the background, I guess. Who knows? So anyway, it is a beautiful morning here. Wendy, maybe we can talk later because I'd love to see my little guy because I know he's not visiting Daddy right now until Daddy gets cleared, and he's luckily. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I really appreciate that, Pamela. So glad you're here. Okay, I've got my 3 people for today. Yes, puppies. Well, they're actually the size of puppies, but they're oldies. My neighbors adopt aging dogs. And the older dogs are not the ones that usually get adopted, and they get dropped off at the animal shelter. And lots of times it's because their mommy or daddy has gone into assisted living or has passed away and the family can't take care of them. And lots of times it's because, and this is what I saw at the animal shelter when I used to volunteer there, is that people didn't want to have aging dogs because it would cost too much. And it was the saddest thing. And that was one of the reasons I stopped volunteering at the animal shelter, was because the dogs were so precious and so loving and so wonderful and in a kennel. And it just broke my heart. And I figured, okay, I can't do this. So I stopped. I had to stop. So what I do is now I take care of dogs in the neighborhood, and I love it because it's not like I'm advertising it. It's people that I know, and they have smaller dogs because my house isn't that big, and this way they have all the loving I can give on them, and then I give them back when their mommy and daddy come. So they bring their food, they bring everything that's necessary. There are 2 beds for sleeping, 2 beds for the living room, and then a separate one just for one that likes his special one. So when my neighbor came to drop everything off, there was like 4 trips of him to come in the house with all the stuff. So I was thinking, when I traveled with Tim when he was a baby, of course we didn't have as much paraphernalia as they do for kids now and children. Hey, Sue. And that I said, I bet you didn't have that much for your kids. But they are so sweet, and I love doing it. So anyway, and like I said, it's like a side hustle that just came to me. Well, I love that law of attraction. Came to me because I love dogs, and I wasn't ready to have one full time again after my Lucky had to put him down. So anyway, it's still fun, and I enjoy it, and I love it. So it's great, and it works, Wendy. Yes, it works. So today is December 6th. It is my aunt's birthday, and she lives in Winter Haven. So I'm so wishing her a happy birthday. I know she's not on here, but I'm just sending that out into the universe. So send her positive vibes. She is 86 today, I believe. So I'm really happy that she's doing well. Last month it was my other aunt that lives in Fort Lauderdale area, and she turned 95. So these were my mother's sisters, and I like to stay in touch with them. They're special people. So just send a little positive energy to my aunt, and her name is Anne. So today is Sunday. It is December 6th. The sun is in Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius because it's a fire sign. And of course, I'm a fire sign with Leo, but it makes us feel so good. It makes us feel like we're just happy and alive and things are thriving. Right now, we're in between two eclipses. On November 30th, we had the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini at 8 degrees of Gemini. And now, a week from tomorrow, we're going to have the next eclipse, and it's going to be a new moon solar eclipse that's going to be at, I believe it's 22 degrees Sagittarius, somewhere around there, 25 degrees Sagittarius. I didn't write the degree down, but it's in the 20s because the sun will be moving into Capricorn soon on December 21st. So all of this is about dealing with the information that we are getting and that we have. We're receiving a lot of information, and it's also about learning how to facilitate the information with the tools that we have. It's about learning to filter. We've had and we've seen it around us. There's been this need to not have a filter and to express feelings and in a very energetic way, if you will. And that's fine. But now it's time to take that power and that energy and channel it into a different focus. And that focus is about learning to use a filter, learning to be supportive and loving, because it's about looking forward into the future. And that's what I really wanted to talk about today. And if you get my newsletter, you saw that was the blog also that I wrote. It's about looking forward into the future, filtering it, not with the anger, but channeling that anger into a positive way. And it's about letting go of the past. And that's really important, especially with 2020. It's about letting all that go. The moon is in Leo today, and that's also a fire sign. So this contributes to the joy and the reason that we want to hold on to that part of us rather than holding on to what we see and feel as our past, not being that exciting, that good, that, I've been seeing some of the memes and I've been seeing some of the comments about 2021. But this is a little different now. And especially we have that opportunity today. The sun moves into Virgo this afternoon at 2:46, which helps us get organized and gives us that focus. So we have this energy now. What are we going to do with it? Now, you may have heard it. I know I've heard it many times, that wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So what that means is that if I'm not happy someplace and I think I'm going to be happier over there, I'm still taking unhappy me over there. And the net result usually at that point is it's still not finding that happiness, because unless you start from the inside out, it's not going to happen. We have to start in that happy place. If you did happen to read the blog that I wrote from my newsletter, if you don't get my newsletter, please just message me. I'm happy to get your email and get that out to you. The thing that it's really important to understand is that this year was rough. It was tough. It was hard in many, many ways, whether it was personally, financially, emotionally, whatever it happens, spiritually, whatever it happens to be. It was a real opportunity to see who we really are, because we were not tested, because I don't believe that the divine runs around giving us a report card because we're getting tested all the time. That's not it. What we're attracting to us and what we're experiencing is what we're creating. So, okay, that's really scary, but what are we going to do about that? There are many things this year that I am thankful for, that I had to do differently. Did I miss Teddy? Do I miss Teddy? Yes. And that's why I'm going to talk to Wendy later, because I want to be able to communicate and see my little guy. But are there things that I am doing differently now that I want to maintain? Yes. Do I have a different level of communication with people? Yes. Doing that internal energy work is so important. It's so important. Thank you, Sue. Because it's about, what did we learn about us? What did you learn about you? is that resiliency, that positive energy that you have to create and be something different. Was it hard wearing masks all the time? Yeah. But in the end, we were being safe for others, including ourselves. Was it difficult not working from home and trying to also have our children learning from home? Absolutely. But it was amazing how we could find resources to help us do that. It's been, and I know this is just the tip of the iceberg in what I'm saying. I know that. It's just that whatever we found within ourselves that really worked, that closeness that you have with family, with those people that you live with, because you've had that opportunity. I've heard so many parents, even though they've had that learning from home piece, they've also had the opportunity to have more time to talk to their kids, to just be in conversation, to have fun, to create this positive energy and family unit. And that was, hey, Olivia, congratulations, Olivia. Yay, I'm so happy for you. Yes, that's the most important part that we have. So think about it. I can't answer for you. What is it that you found that you can appreciate from 2020? Because there are things. There really are things. Those are the positive feelings and energies that you're going to take into 2021. If we don't take that positive energy, we're going to then repeat everything that's been happening this year. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, because I really am not, because everybody's got their own thing that they've got to figure out. But what do you want to take into 2021? That's the question. I can't tell you. But what do you want to take into 2021? Because the whole basis comes from love. What are those good things? What is it about yourself that you learned that you want to actually activate for the future, for 2021? What do you appreciate now in 2020 that you want to take into 21 and make even better? That's why there is the special, and I have to do this because this is and I have to stay in integrity with this. It's just that the special for this month, and it's a half an hour reading that's normally $97 and it's $49, and it's the year ahead, 2021. What lessons have we learned? What lessons do we want to? What can we expect in the coming year? What are we creating for the coming year? What did you feel that you became this year? I'm not one that likes to use the word overcome, because to me that means you went from this negative space and you're still carrying some of that negative space into the new place. And we're not talking about the negative energy. We're talking about becoming the positive person that you're meant to be. What did you learn about that? What did you learn about you? The one thing that I learned that I found really interesting was that I could live with me all by myself. And it was okay. It was really okay. I've always been out and about with teaching Zumba classes, attending Zumba classes, going to dance, going with my friends, going, traveling, being out and about, doing so many things. And now I'm home more. And you know what? It's okay. I happen to like me, and it's really okay. And it's better than okay. And now you can hear the puppies going, I think. So what is the energy that you're going to harness? And that's what comes out in the special tarot reading for this month. What lessons did you learn that you want to refocus, change, make better? What lessons are they? What kind of guidance and focus and clarity do you have now that you want to expand in the year 2021? Think about the fertile ground that you have right now to create 2021 in a positive way. And it comes from saying, oh, I love that, Sue. Oh my gosh, I like me. Yes, absolutely. I like me. That's perfect. Hey, Angie. Hey. So What is going to be, and now this is the big question, and that's what comes out in this reading as well. What's going to be the theme for next year? And like I said, this is the time to have this reading because it's amazing what the cards will show. I had oh, thank you, Sue. I love that. I am my own best friend. Yes, yes. Tarot readings are about your energy, not about mine, not about anybody else's. It's about you. Now, do the cards have a general emphasis or message for other people around, if when we do the readings at the end of today? Absolutely, they do. But this is what is really great about it. And I want to really, I had someone message me on Instagram and they said, I'm really afraid of having a reading and thinking about what I'll find out. Let me share with you again and emphasize again, I am only going to see your light. The clients that I work with are people that want to learn and expand their light. That's what they are doing. Oh, Henry, oh my gosh, you found your confidence again. Exactly, when you reminded yourself of self-love. Henry, I love that. That's been the theme with the majority of my clients this year. And the whole basis of everything is self-love. That is so true. That is so true because that's where it starts. And that's what I'm working with on clients is how to expand that, how to appreciate you, to know that you can be your own best friend. You can love yourself first, and in loving yourself first, then can share that love with everybody else. It is about that. So with this one person that asked me this question and showed me this statement of fear, it is about that light. That light comes from loving you enough that you just shine. You don't have to share it because it's just there. It's automatic. It's there. It's absolutely there, Henry. So you are so on it because that's exactly what's happening now. So what light do you want to expand on for 2021? That's the only way and the only type of tarot reading that I do is expanding your light. I do not follow what traditional tarot readers do, which is reverse cards. I only use upright cards. And I do that on purpose because I've found with experience of doing this for a while that those people that can have an 8-card reading and have one reverse card out of 8 will focus on that one reverse card because they think it's a negative rather than seeing all the other 7 beautiful cards. If there is a message that you really need to know, it's going to come out in an upright card as well. Plus, this is intuitive tarot. I am also using intuition. There's the traditional meaning for each card, but it's also how it applies to you and the energy that's there. Whatever you learn from this reading for 2021 just gives you peace and confirmation that you're on the right track. I find that on a daily basis with numbers. I am seeing repeating numbers, whether it's on the clock, whether it's I happen to pick something up, and I'm not interpreting each number for what that number means. I just see these repeating numbers saying, okay, I'm in alignment. When you're in alignment, that's when that's where all the goodness is. That's where the magic is. And that's what we're talking about in this reading. What I want to really leave you with now is what are the good things that you want to take with you? If you're packing that suitcase for 2021, what are you going to put in it? Because you're making this journey into a new year. We've got a lot of aspects, 2 eclipses, plus the dawning of the age of Aquarius, I love saying that, at the solstice with the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So we've got a lot of energy that's supporting us to move forward positively and making this really, really work. See, Deborah, that's alignment. Absolutely. That's how I interpret it. What is that you want to bring with you? What are you putting in that suitcase? From the big things that you'll really need down to those little things of changes in personal habits that you may have had because you have the time to maybe do some special things for yourself. Taking that time to enjoy, whether it's a few extra minutes in the shower, it's a different way of doing your hair or makeup, or whatever it happens to be. Are you relishing each of those? Are you just reveling in the glory of just being here? How your life turns out and how 2021 will turn out will be what are you packing in that suitcase for the year. Make it good. Make it really good. Make it so delicious and have it feel so good that 2021 is going to be just like that. Wow, doesn't that feel good? Okay, so let's get Deborah, Wendy, and Pamela their cards. Now, the other thing is that each of these cards will have some meaning for you as well, even if you're not Deborah, Wendy, or Pamela. And before I do this, because I'm shuffling the cards at the end of this powerful energy, and I want to remind you that there are some other opportunities to take advantage of this. There is the online tarot gallery reading, and that is done with on Zoom, and there's a link for that. But the one thing, and Angie's on here now too, and she can also attest to it as well, because we work on it together. We do tarot reading and essential oil blend that comes from that group tarot reading. It's limited to 10, 12 max people because we want to be fair to everyone, that each person gets the full reading of it. The link is in the messages of this of today's live. It's a bit.ly link, so it's bit.ly/ capital T on tarot, TARO, capital F on flow, FLO. So Angie, if you want to put that link in again in the messages, we can do that. It is a fantastic opportunity to meet some new people that you may not know. It's also the opportunity to get a multi-card reading with your cards standing out, being just for you, because my half-hour readings are $97 and my hour readings are $197. So you have the opportunity to get a tremendous value with a group reading and this special bonus of an essential oil blend that Angie does, and she sends it to you. She doesn't just tell you about the blend and you have to make it yourself. She blends it based on the energy of the reading and sends it to you. So you have, oh yay, go Ruth, she signed up already. So you have the opportunity to use this oil blend the whole month until there's a next online tarot, until there's a next tarot flow reading opportunity. So please take advantage of this because it is absolutely amazing. It is $29.97 plus the shipping, so I think it comes out to be $34 and change. But that covers the shipping plus the essential oil blends, because many of the essential oils that she puts into these blends are on the upper cost side, and so this covers all of that. And I so appreciate that Angie takes notes and listens to every single person as they're getting their card reading, and then combines the energy of that. She takes all the emotions, the feelings that come out of those readings, and then puts it into the oils that enhance that. So it's really spectacular. So you really get to have it. It's really fantastic. Okay, I've shuffled the cards in this positive energy. So first we have Deborah. Okay, Deborah, did you have this before, Deborah? The Prince of Cups. I love this. The Prince of Cups. Again, this is, we're getting the same theme, and Henry alluded to it as well, of self-love. That's what this is about. This is the whole enchilada, if you will. Everything comes from how much you love you. Everything comes from how much you love you. Yeah, I think you did too. It was either the Two of Cups or the Prince of Cups that you've had before, Deborah. And look at the beautiful card. This is the Illuminati deck, which is my go-to, my favorite. It's like part of me. I love this deck. This is a full overflowing cup. And the Prince is the one that carries out the messages of the King. And that is, and the orders of the King, though however you want to put it. This is about sharing the love, putting it out there with that full to overflowing cup of love that you already have. So this is a great card, Deborah. I really, really like this one. And not a big surprise, but I'm also feeling it. And I'm glad this card was drawn for you, Deborah, and you were here to request that. But I'm also feeling that it applies to everybody that's on here, because that's what this whole season is about. This whole season is about love. It's not about judgment. It's not about comparing. It's about appreciating. And so I'm so glad that you had that. Thank you, Deborah, for doing that. Okay, Wendy. Let's go here. Let me shuffle again. Okay, Wendy. Here we go. Ah. Queen of Cups. See, we've got a theme going here. All right, we've got a love theme going here. No big surprise. This is the queen. The queen is nurturing and loving and supportive and caring and embraces. And this is what we're talking about. Embracing what we love in 2020 to bring it into 2021, to create it even more of what we're embracing, so that our arms become so full that it expands to such a degree that it's even hard to get our arms around it. I want you to picture that. That's what is happening now. Yes, it's love, gratitude, appreciation. It's about becoming. And the Queen is there to support. The Queen is there. Wendy, did you have this one before? You had one of the Cups cards before, I think. And this just is about that sharing of the love, that this big heart that you have, and the sharing of the love with others. That's the message. This is the nurturing part of love, supporting it. The Prince had the message and carrying and bringing out the message of love. So the theme is there. Now we have the implementation of it, the supportiveness. I think you did too. And we talked about it, I believe, when it was about school. But I'm feeling this just in general. It's the season. It's the love that you have for so many people. So many people. Yes. So evidently you are you're just overflowing is all I can think of, Wendy. We're going to talk later, so we can have you can give me some more information. Yes, that is it. There is no question. There is no negative talk about anything, because there's no room for it. There's no room for it. Because if you're only seeing the positive in life, in what is around you, and inside yourself with that self-love that Henry pointed out, then there's not room for anything else. Can you imagine that? There is not room for anything else. Okay, shuffling and Pamela. The boys are quiet. There must not be anybody passing through on the street. Okay, Pamela. All right. We talked about light. We talked about sharing your light. We talked about your light being so bright that you don't even have to talk about it. You don't even have to say, I'm going to help you do this, or you don't have to even do it. Just being the light is enough. That other people can feel it and really want to be part of it. And that's what this is saying. You are... The other thing I'm feeling too from this, Pamela, is that you're lighter yourself. You are in a much higher vibration now. And this is not just being the light, it's about a lighter energy, a lighter feeling for you, so that you're able to accomplish so much more. I really feel like the momentum is building for you to be on this path that you're on. That's really, really wonderful. I really, really like this. It is a beautiful card, Sue. And this is so her. Pamela, this is so great. I just really, really love this. Wow. We have love. We have light. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay, I had to do one more. So we have another queen, and this is the Queen of Swords. This, and I was just asked to draw another one, so I just took the next card after separating from Pamela's card. This is about many times to be assertive. It's not being ugly. It's being assertive with love. And this isn't about telling anybody else what to do. This is not that kind of being assertive with other people. Because the readings that I do is not to tell somebody else what to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that position. I'm a full-time job for me, so I don't have to be telling anybody else what to do. It really is okay. This is about being assertive with yourself. That's what this is about. This is about acknowledging, and sometimes you do have to just, in that pointed, loving way, because she's this Queen of Swords, in that pointed, loving way, just maintain your space. If other people are trying to persuade you to be or do something that you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable doing, it's not right for you right now, that's what this is saying. This is not about you're pointing the sword at somebody and saying, I'm sorry, but you have to make changes because I don't really like that happening, or telling somebody else what to do. It's about maintaining your own space, and sometimes you just have to be a little assertive about it, because people can be assertive in their own space for you to make changes. This is about saying, no, this is who I am. I'm at peace right now. This is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. I am attracting those people in my life, whether it's family, friends, clients, that align with me, and this is who I am. No, I don't want to save the world. I don't want to be including, and I don't mean that somebody else may not want to. That's not what I'm saying. I hope the context of that is understood. It's that I have to be who I am first before I can be anything else. And that whole theme is the same thing of today. Be comfortable. Love what happened in 2020. Those things that you're packing into your suitcase to bring into 2021. Again, the foundation, there's energy in tarot flow, there's energy in the online tarot gallery reading, and especially you will find clarity in the new year ahead, 2021. I did one of these readings. In fact, I had a client sign up December 1st, right after my newsletter came out. And she was so pleased to know that it gave her confirmation that, yes, the distractions that were coming to her are only distractions. Her focus is exactly what needs to be her focus. And there was tremendous confirmation and power in that, because then she knew, this is what the direction I have to go in. This is what I have to do. So be loving, be assertive, and stand up for you, to be you in 2021. What do you need to take with you from 2020 to do that? I can't answer that question for you. That's all yours. What is it that you need for 2021? I love it. Oh, I can feel that energy, that positive energy. Again, Tarot Flow next Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning. We're alternating an evening and a Saturday morning, because some people can't do evenings, some people can't do Saturdays, so we're alternating those to make greater opportunities for people to be there. You are welcome, Sue. I love being here, and thank you so much for letting me do this, because it expands my who I am by my connection to source with using the cards, because the cards are only a tool, and I just love this. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. If you need anything, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to follow up with you at any time. And Wendy, you're going to let me know when we can have our FaceTime, because I am excited about seeing my Teddy. And yes, Tarot Flow next Saturday, December 12th at 10 o'clock. And the link to sign up is right here. Again, happy Sunday. Happy, happy Sunday. And remember, joy has your name on it. Bye now.